Now my next question is, for how many values of p does circle this and the coordinate axis have exactly 3 points? For how many values of p uh, uh, and the coordinate axis have exactly 3 common points? So now, what is the problem with class 12 student is that your in your syllabus, in your book, your circle equation is given two. One is x square plus y square is equal to r square, and other is x minus h the whole square plus y minus k the whole square equal to r square, where h and k are the centers of the circle. You have learned only these two equations of the circle when this is at origin and when your center is at h and k. But um, uh, for the class 12 student, they find such type of problems little bit difficult because in your syllabus it is only these two types of equations are given here. But the general equation of a circle, the general equation of a circle, that is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. This is the general equation of a circle. You are not, the class 12 student, you are not acquainted with this general equation of a circle, so you find it will be difficult to solve such type of questions. This is the main problem which is existing here, that but this problem can be easily solved by the help of this general equation of a circle. So this can be converted into this can be converted into this. So you see this, I'm going to give the theory of it. First of all, I'm going to give the theory of it so that it will be easy for you to solve this problem. Here you see I'm going to do completing the square, that is 2x square plus 2 x into g plus g square minus g square, again your y square plus 2y into f plus y square minus f plus f square minus f square, and then plus c equal to 0. This I have done completing the square. So here you see that this is becomes x plus g the whole square, and here this becomes y plus f the whole square, and rest I shift to the other side, so this will be g square plus f square minus c. So here this can be written as x minus g the whole square plus y minus f the whole square, and this can be written as root over g square plus f square minus c the whole square. This can be written as like this. So here your center is minus g comma minus f, and your radius is root over g square plus f square minus c. This is your radius. So see, I have converted this in this form. So now the most important point here is that if your circle cuts the x-axis, if it makes a suppose intercept, if your circle cuts x-intercept, that means if the circle cuts at x-axis, so when your circle cuts at x-axis, your y will be 0. So this will become x plus g the whole square plus your y will be 0, so this will be f square, and this will become how much, g square minus c. So g square minus c the whole square. So again your x plus g the whole square, this will be how much, uh, this will be your f square is equal to root over root over g square minus c the whole square, and 1 minute, what has happened? Yeah, this, if your x-intercept, that means y is 0, so this will be f square, and here again, sorry, one thing, sorry, there is, so this will be g square plus f square minus c, so this will be g square plus f square minus c, so your x plus g the whole square will be g square uh, minus c. So if you take square root both side, if you take square root both side, that is x plus g the whole square, this will be root over g square minus c. So your x plus g will be equal, will be root over g square minus c. So here your x will be minus g plus plus minus, this will be plus minus, so this will be plus minus root over g square minus c. So that means here you see that here minus g plus minus g square minus c. If your g square minus c is greater than 0, that means the circle is intercepting x-axis at two distinct points. This means if this is your, that means your circle intersecting x-axis at two distinct point, two distinct point two distinct point. That means your circle is intersecting the x-axis at two distinct point if this is equal to 0. And because here you see, that means if this is 0, you are getting two values of x. One is minus g plus root over g square minus c, and other is minus g minus root over g square minus c. So you are getting two intersecting points on the x-axis. And if your g square is equal to c, if this is equal to c, that means g square minus c is equal to 0, that means the circle touches the circle, that means this part becomes 0, so your circle touches at one point. Your circle touches the x-axis, your circle touches the x-axis, your circle this touches the x-axis. So here you see that from this means the figure becomes something like this. The circle will touch the y-axis and it will intersect the x-axis at two given points, x o x dash and y o y dash. It will intersect at two given points. This is the condition. Now for my next, let us take this, that is if the circle that means your equation is x plus g the whole square plus y plus f the whole square is equal to root over g square plus f square minus c. This will be g square f square minus c. Now here, if your circle, if this is y-intercept, if this is y-intercept, that means if your circle cuts at y-axis, so when it cuts at y-axis, your x will be 0, so this will be g square plus y plus f the whole square is equal to, sorry, this is square, so this will be g square plus f square minus c, so your y plus f the whole square, this will be f square minus c, so your y plus f will be y plus f, this will be plus minus root over f square minus c, so your y will be equal to minus f plus minus root f square minus c. So here again you see, when you are getting two values of y, that means the circle is intersecting the y-axis at 2 points. The circle is intersecting the y-axis at 2 points. So y-axis at 2 points when if your this is f square minus c, if it is greater than 0, then your circle is intersecting the y-axis. Your circle is intersecting the y-axis. Your circle is intersecting the y-axis at two distinct points. Your circle will be intersecting the y-axis at two distinct points. The circle will be somewhat like this: x o x dash and y o y dash. Your circle will be touching the x-axis, will be intersecting the y-axis at two distinct points if this f square minus c is greater than 0, and if your f square is equal to c, then the circle touches the if your if your here one thing, if this f square is equal to c, that means this is 0, that means your circle touches the y-axis. That means your circle touches the y-axis. It will be somewhat, it touches the y-axis. Again here also, if this is greater than 0, that means it will intersect the x-axis at two distinct points, and if your this is 0, that means your circle will touch the your circle will touch the x-axis. Your circle will touch the x-axis. That means this is that your circle will touch the x-axis. And if this is equal to c, that means this is 0, your circle will touch the y-axis. And if this is greater than 0, then you are getting 2 points, so it will intersect at two distinct points on y-axis. And here, since your x is getting 2 values, when this is 0, so it will intersect the x-axis at 2 points. So the conclusion what we have got here is that conclusion, that is what the main conclusion that is we are going to get. Let me write it here. The main conclusion, what is the main conclusion we are going to get? That is, if your that is first, if g square minus c, if g square minus c is greater than 0, then your circle will intersect the x-axis at two distinct point, and if your g square is equal to c, that means the circle will touch the circle, so touch x-axis, will touch the x-axis. This is the conclusion you have got. And again, if your f square minus c is greater than 0, the circle will intersect the y-axis at two distinct point, and if your f square is equal to c, then this is circle, your circle will touch the y-axis. This is the conclusion we have got. So now I am going, because this is the theory I have to explain here, because in CBSE you are not acquainted with the general equation of a circle. So I have to give the theory first of all, then only I can explain the question here. So this is the four conditions we have got from the general equation of a circle. Now the question is, how many values of p the circle this and the coordinate axis have exactly 3 common points? We have 3 common points. So 3 common points. There are 3 possible ways. One is that the circle will intercept the y-axis, and then it will touch the x-axis. This x o x dash, and this is y o y dash. Here you see the circle will, these are the 3 common points, 1 2 3, 3 common points. This is case 1. 3 common points, 1 2 and 3. And another case, it can be like this, that is the circle x o x dash and y o y dash. Here the circle will touch the y-axis and it will intercept the x-axis at two distinct points. So here 1, 2, 3, there are three common points. This can be another case, that is case 2. And your third case, it can be like this, your case 3. That means the circle passes through the origin. That is, the circle passes through the origin. See, passes through the origin. So here 1, 2, 3, three common points. There are three common points. So we have to find the numbers, how many numbers of common points. You have to find the number for how many values of p we are going to get this common points. We have to find out for how many values of p. So if you are going to take case 1, your case 1, it is that in this case 1, what you have find that it has intersect the y-axis at two distinct points. It has intersect the y-axis at two distinct points. That means your f square minus c is greater than 0. So now your equation given here is x square plus y square plus 2x plus 4y minus p is equal to 0. So here you see that your and the general equation of a circle is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. This is the general equation of a circle. So now here you see that from this you can see you see that your f is your f is 2. Your f is 2 because here you can see 2 into 2 into y. So your f is 2. So 2 square minus, and your c is minus p, that is greater than 0. So your 4, that is plus p, greater than 0. So it is p greater than minus 4. So here you see from case 1, because I have already explained you, because this the case 1, it is intersecting the y-axis at two distinct points. Since it is intersecting the circle at y-axis at two distinct points, so your f square minus c is greater than 0. In that case, your p is greater than 1, and at the same time it touches the x-axis. So when it touches the x-axis, your g square is equal to c. That means your g square, here your g square is 1, so 1 square is equal to minus p, so your p is equal to minus 1. So here if you place the value, that is minus 1 greater than minus 4, this is true. So this is true. So this is true. So this condition it satisfies. So it is minus 1 is greater than 4. So this condition satisfied. Now I am going to case 2. In case 2, you see that it is intersecting the y-axis at two distinct points. When it intersects the x-axis at two distinct points, your g square minus c is greater than 0. So here your condition is g square minus c is greater than 0. What is your g? Your g is 1. So 1 square minus p, that is greater than 0. So p is greater than minus 1. And at the same time it is touching the y-axis. So since the circle is touching the y-axis, so your f square is equal to c. F square is equal to c. So here your f square is equal to c. Your f is how much? That is 2. So 2 square is equal to minus p. So 4 is equal to minus p. So p is equal to minus 4. So here you see that minus p value, minus p greater than minus 4 greater than minus 1, this is false. This is false. This is false. Now the third case, it is that it is passing through the origin. That means it is passing through the origin, therefore your x and y is 0. Your x and y is 0. So you get, if you place x and y 0, you get p value is equal to 0. So here you see that this is true. So here only two ways, for how many values of p? So only for two values of p, only for two values of p this is possible. Only for, that means your answer is only for two values of p this is possible. We have three common points, 1 2 and 3. We have three common points. This is 1 2 and 3, and again here 1 2 and 3. These three common points, that means only two values of p we are going to get these three common points. So this is all about your about this question, and this is how we solve it. So I have earlier told you the problem is that with your class 12 student, that you are not acquainted with the general equation of a circle, so you find little bit difficult to solve such type of questions. So uh, I have given you the theory, and if you this is available in, if you go for graduation books, it is available in graduation books. In graduation books, it deals with the general equation of a circle. So if you solve such type of problems, you can be able to solve in this competition. Uh, in this competition.